What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another daily Manchester City transfer update. Remember, I'm doing daily Manchester City transfer updates here on YouTube throughout the whole summer transfer window for you guys to stay up to date every single day with all the latest Manchester City transfer news. So if you haven't already, do subscribe to my channel. It is free to subscribe. Also, don't forget social media links. They're in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Don't forget as well to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Also, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. 300 likes is the aim. And finally, I want to say a big thank you to today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by Sofascore, who are going to be keeping you guys up to date with all the latest football scores ahead of the European Championships, the Copa America, as well as keeping you guys up to date with all the latest scores from all the sports that you guys love to follow, all in one place, all in one app. It's a free app to download, very highly rated, so do go and check it out. Links and details there in the description. So we're going to crack on with this video. We're going to start off with the outs. We've got the very latest on Sergio Gomez, and Deportes over in Spain have said that Bayern Munich have added their name to the list of players showing interest in Sergio Gomez this summer. At the moment, it is still believed that Real Sociedad are favourites to sign Sergio Gomez. He has openly told Manchester City that he wants to leave, and Real Sociedad is the club that he wants to go to. We were reporting yesterday that AC Milan are showing interest. They're prepared to pay money, 15 million euros, Man City's value for Sergio Gomez. Apparently Vincent Kompany's now keen with Bayern Munich, so we await to see if they're prepared to make an offer as well, but not looking like Sergio Gomez hasn't got offers there. He does have them offers there, so it will be a straight choice about does he want to go on loan, does he want a permanent transfer. We'll wait and see. He may just favour the loan deal because he may want to stay long term at Manchester City, and Man City may be happy for that to be the case. Or alternatively, one of the clubs like AC Milan or Bayern Munich may offer Man City a cheap buyback clause, to which case they may feel inclined to let him go permanently, because we know that if you do let a player go permanently, then the clubs are more willing to give first team opportunities to players that are their own players rather than loan players. So we'll see what does happen from there. That's the only outs transfer that we've got to speak about in this video. We've got no contract news, so we're just going to go and dive into the ins, where we've got 3 stories to speak about, and we've got 3 new names. Interesting. First of the new names is Semih Kilicsay over at Besiktas. He's part of the Turkish squad at the European Championships, and apparently Manchester City are going to be scouting him during the tournament. We did have scouts at their game yesterday against Georgia in Dortmund, where Turkey won that game by 3-1. Fantastic game of attacking football. However, the player didn't get any minutes, so Man City scouts don't have any information on said player, but they do have information on all the other players that were playing, including Kvaratskhelia over at Napoli as well. Apparently lots of things have been happening there, but City's name not really mentioned when it comes to Kvaratskhelia at this moment in time. So, yeah, scouting opportunity there for Manchester City, and City having a good look there at the soon-to-be 19-year-old forward. Now, moving on, another new name takes us on to Bologna centre-back Riccardo Calafiori, a 22-year-old centre-back, and James Horncastle over at The Athletic has said that Manchester City, they're curious about the centre-back. They're going to be keeping an eye. At this moment in time, though, it is just interest. Man City aren't prepared or going to be making a move as of right now. City just monitoring the situation, keeping an eye, interested. They rate him. They think he's a good player. Man City think there's lots of good players out there. Man City aren't going to be signing all these good players, but they certainly are going to be getting the information ready that if they do want to make a move, then they do have them pieces of information ready for them, so they're not rushing around, getting desperate, or making moves for players that they're not necessarily that interested in. Now, moving on to the final transfer, and this is particularly interesting. Would love to know your thoughts of this in the comments below. Comes in the form of another new name, and that is Anthony Patterson over at Sunderland. Now, he's a goalkeeper, and Manchester City could well be looking for a goalkeeper very soon. As being reported yesterday by Sam Lee over at The Athletic, Manchester City's expectation is that Ederson, by the end of the current season that's just gone by, the expectation was that Ederson may well leave the club, with lots of interest coming in from Saudi Arabia. Crazy money is being put out there in terms of his wage. Remember, a lot of it is tax-free as well. It would turn any player's head, and if Ederson is interested in opening a new challenge for himself, then he could pursue that move. And if that is the case, City have got different alternatives to go down. We've already talked about Manchester City and potentially going for first choice goalkeepers. Goalkeepers like Diogo Costa over at FC Porto, Mike Mignon over at AC Milan. But Manchester City have already got Stefan Ortega Moreno on a new contract, and Man City, I reckon, to get him onto a new deal, because I would have, if I was betting on which of the goalkeepers would leave City this summer, I'd have said Stefan Ortega Moreno over Ederson. But if Ederson has communicated and told Man City that he is interested in a move to Saudi Arabia, it makes sense to get Ortega onto a new deal. And putting him on a shorter deal, a 1-year extension onto his current deal, leaves things open for Man City to either look for a backup goalkeeper or look for a first choice keeper. But Man City may want to spend their money elsewhere. They may want to save some cash, and they may just have said to Stefan Ortega that for the next season, we're happy for him if Ederson does leave, that he's earned his way to be Manchester City's first choice goalkeeper for the season. He signs a 12-month extension. Everybody wins. Man City get another year of information out of Stefan Ortega. Are they happy to commit long-term for him to be their first choice goalkeeper? Do they want to pursue? Which angle do they want to go down? And so if they are looking towards a second choice goalkeeper, then it would be in Man City's best interest to go out there and bring in somebody who is of a really good age. And considering Anthony Patterson is 24 years old, he's still got a good, 10, 15 years of his career left. So it does make sense. And he's not the only young goalkeeper that City have been getting linked with when it comes to a potential second choice goalkeeper. So I do think that Anthony Patterson is an option here for Manchester City. And what would be really interesting is if Manchester City do choose to make a move, how much are they going to be paying? What promises are they giving the goalkeeper? And also, I'm sure there'll be some of you guys, I'm not going to sit here and say I watch Sunderland week in, week out, but statistically in the Championship, a very difficult league, doing very well. 45 Championship games, conceding 52 goals. That isn't bad. Remember, Sunderland aren't a team that were competing in the top 4 of the Championship, who were keeping clean sheet after clean sheet. So we're looking at here a very highly rated goalkeeper. Go and read what the Sunderland fans are saying about him, and they rate him. They say he's a top quality goalkeeper, and it has alerted the interest of Manchester City, and City must have seen something for them to be interested. Now, all this information has come from Givemesport. Not really had too many dealings with them to say that they're reliable in what they're saying, but what I do find what they're saying makes sense and also very interesting, so I thought worthwhile discussing. My only concern I do have is if Ortega does pick up an injury, is Patterson has a host of experience, of course, in the Championship from the previous season, doesn't have Premier League experience, and doesn't certainly have top football experience when it comes to the biggest competitions, playing against some of the biggest teams in the world. But there's only one way for a goalkeeper to learn, and that's to take the punt. He's homegrown as well. Does make sense. I'm surprised City weren't putting the names out for James Trafford, considering if they did want to go down this angle, he was a homegrown goalkeeper with Manchester City as well, but I presume that he wants the promise of regular first team football, which maybe he feels he was going to get more at Newcastle than he was at Manchester City when making the transfer from Burnley earlier this summer. So yeah, very interesting. Would love to know your thoughts of that, guys, in the comments below. So that has been today's daily Manchester City transfer update. Remember, do subscribe. Got do daily transfer updates throughout the whole summer transfer window, so if you haven't already, do subscribe. Also, don't forget social media links, they're in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. 300 likes is the aim. Do let me know your thoughts as well in the comments below, and finally do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by Sofascore. I'll see you all again tomorrow religiously for the next daily Manchester City transfer update. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.